Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the UD Arena on the campus of the University of Dayton for this special OH Report broadcast of the girls' Division II State Semifinal between 2nd-rated Napoleon and 11th-rated Carroll. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi, joined by the always great Brian Skoronsky. And Brian, for the Napoleon Wildcats, 1 year ago today, they were in their hotel room in Columbus, 4 hours away from their first ever state semifinal appearance when everybody got the news shutting down due to COVID. They were not able to play that tournament game. Flash forward to now, they get back here and they finally get their time in the sun here at the UD Arena in the state semifinal.
It certainly is a fitting scenario for them to be back on this stage. This is a very talented team, a very driven team, and it's a lot different looking team than the one that went 27-0 on their way to the state Final Four a season ago. As you mentioned, though, did not get to participate, so this will be the first time that the Wildcats will ever be on display in the state Final Four. And I had the opportunity to catch up with their head coach, Corey Kreinbrink, just a few minutes ago to talk to him about where their girls' mindsets are at and some of the shenanigans that took place last night at the hotel. Let's go ahead and take a look at that interview. Head coach of Napoleon, Corey Kreinbrink, is joining me now. And Coach, back here on this stage for the second straight season, you actually get to play today. I guess just how fitting and deserving does it seem that you guys are back here in this situation?
Just a testimony to the kids and all the work they've done to be able to get back this year after everything we went through last year, and then the attention and pressure they had on them to get back. I think it just says a lot about the kids.
I think it was Kaylee Resler who told me the most exciting part about coming back was the shenanigans at the hotel. How much fun did you guys have last night?
A normal trip. We've taken a number of trips, and they really care about each other. They like each other, so they're excited to be around each other for another week. And it's a good thing when you have kids that really like to be around each other during the basketball season. It's such a long season, so there's a normal night, nothing crazy. We're just excited to be here, and hopefully we can play well.
All right, give me a quick breakdown. Dayton Carrol, tell me about some of the matchups maybe that you like, and what do you got to do to get the dub?
Their front court plays very well. It's their leading scorers, and they do a really good job of making winning plays. You don't make the state 3 straight years without having kids that know how to make plays. So we have to be really engaged, both offensively and defensively, to give ourselves a chance today, and we really got to make sure we rebound against a team that plays really hard.
Obviously, the Patriots kind of playing in their own backyard, but Wildcat Army is always out in full force, so I imagine they're going to give you a lot to pick up your energy here today, this afternoon.
Yeah, it's been a kind of a crazy week. A lot of rumors going on about people getting tickets in different ways, so I'm sure they'll be out here in full force, and you'll be able to hear them pretty easily.
All right, wishing you luck, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So like you just heard Coach tell us there, obviously his girls have recommitted themselves this season. They put in the work, they put in the effort, and they are back here on the stage. But their opponent, no slouch, Travis. This is a Carroll team making their 3rd consecutive appearance in the state Final Four. So while the Wildcats appear to be a team of destiny, I think the Patriots going to have a little something to say about that today.
Yeah, the Patriots had quite the path here through their regional tournament. They took down 20-5 Germantown Valley View 45-36, and then took out Hamilton Baden 18-9, 45-41 in the regional final to get here. Napoleon, as you all saw on the OH report, knocked off Bellevue 48-32, and then came back to defeat Norton 47-35. And Brian, we'll actually get to you after the playing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. We're going to take a quick timeout and be back with the lineups and the start of this Division II Girls State Semifinal live and free on the OH Report.
Outlaw Smokehouse in Napoleon, Ohio. Family owned and operated, serving mouth-watering barbecue in all types of quantities. So join us for indoor dining, order online anytime, and even catering for your next party. With a large menu full of options, we've got something to satisfy every palate. Outlaw Smokehouse, proud supporter of Wildcat Hoops.
Just about ready to go here from the UD Arena. So we bring up the starting lineups. Just a reminder, because of Spectrum's contract with the OHSAA for streaming, we are not able to actually bring you the live video, but we will do audio, and we are also able to bring up to 3 minutes worth of highlights. So we will give you some replays of the best plays today during this stream, but it will be an audio only, so that's why you'll see our screen come up here momentarily. But taking a look at the starting lineups first for Napoleon head coach Corey Crimebrink. Kaylee Ressler, who took over the regional. Emma Pedroza, Taylor Strock, the District 7 Player of the Year. Sophie Chips, the three-point threat, and Callie Hellberg. As for Carroll, head coach Cecilia Grossland. Sarah Och, the guard. Charlotte Rubel, the guard. Ava Licklitter, the guard. Takiera Robinson, the forward, and Megan Laris, the forward. And Brian, we're ready to go with a spot in the state championship game on the line.
A lot at stake here this afternoon, of course. Both of these teams were in the state Final Four a season ago, but never got to take the floor today. They are just about a few seconds away from having their dreams actually come true, getting to participate in the Division II State Semifinals.
They're at the line, and we are underway. Napoleon takes the tip. Kaylee Ressler, top of the key, moves right, passes it to Emma Pedroza. Pedroza, left side, the Callie Hellberg. Now the chips. Carroll in a man-to-man zone as Taylor Strzok into the lane, puts up a layup, off the rim, chips with the rebound, back out for three. Off the iron, off the back, top of the backboard. Chips gets another offensive rebound, so 2 for her to start, Brian.
That's just Sophie Chips wanting it more than everybody else. I believe she's the shortest player out on the floor, but look at her skying up, going over defenders to get another possession here for the Cats.
They reset, get it inside. Strzok misses the layup attempt, and Och gets the rebound, takes it coast to coast into the lane, and then travels. First possession for Carroll turns into a turnover.
They like to get up and down the floor, though, does Carroll. Not a super high-scoring team, but they do like to fill those lanes, get out in transition when they have their opportunities.
Just a minute gone by here at Dayton. Napoleon with its second possession. Pedroza moves it around the Wrestler. Now to Strzok. Left side to Chips. Fakes the three. Kicks it back out front. Wildcats looking inside. Gets it to Wrestler. Loses it and turns it over. So Napoleon with its first turnover of the game.
And they're going to need Kaylee Wrestler to win her matchup more often than not here tonight if they want an opportunity to win. This morning, I should actually say, Travis,
good morning, everybody.
So used to having these games going down in the evening. So we'll see what type of effect having that 11 a.m. tip-off has on both of these teams. Maybe off to a slow start here, but a big three knocked down from straight away. Carroll takes the lead.
Megan Larius hits the three, and Carroll is up 3-0. Napoleon, third possession. Pedroza gets it to Strzok, now the Wrestler. Wrestler into the lane, kicks it back out. Pedroza kicks it out. Strzok, right side, straight away for Chips. Fakes the three, gets it to Strzok. She'll go into the paint, back out to Chips. Chips will fire for three, short, but gets her own rebound again, puts it back up, got it.
How about Sophie Chips? 3 offensive rebounds already, trying to put the team on her back early on in this game. The sophomore doing some major board work.
3-2. Back comes Carroll. Licklider. Right side to Oates. Now Licklider pulls it back out at the D for midcourt stripe of the UD Arena. Oates' runner, no good. Rebound, Strzok. Crosses the timeline. 5:08 left here, opening quarter. Gets it left side to Chips, kicks it over to Pedroza. She drives in, kicks it back out to Chips. You'll see a lot of that drive and kick by the Wildcats. Pedroza puts up a shot, got it. A little bit of a fadeaway there, Brian, but she gets it to fall.
That's a big-time shot by Pedroza right there. Falling away, as you mentioned, to her left and able to go good off the square. Cats taking their first lead here of the afternoon.
Napoleon looking for the trap right across half court, but we're going to get a foul. They'll go against Pedroza, her first. And Carroll will inbound just across half court with 4:39 left here. Opening quarter. We'd like to welcome everybody in listening today on the OH Report Facebook and YouTube. And as always, we're live and free. Licklider, right side. Looking to drive. She finally does. Into the paint. Kicks it left side to Oates. Now back out to Robinson. She'll pull it back out. Carroll will reset. Licklider just across half court. Yo-yo's the ball right side. Top of the key to Laris. Works her way around at the block, puts one up short. Rebound to Wrestler. Wrestler quickly across half court to Strzok. Strzok into the lane, kicks it out to Pedroza for three. Got it!
Pretty offense in transition by the Cats. Filling their lanes perfectly, and then on the backside, big time open look, knocked down. Back-to-back buckets now by Pedroza.
7-3 Napoleon to get the trap. Almost gets the turnover. but Licklider able to get through it, passes it inside. The Rubel gets the layup to go.
Just a nice clean feed inside, down on the block. Easy bucket for Carroll, slowing down a little bit of the Wildcat momentum.
That breaks Napoleon's 7-0 run over the past 2 minutes. 7-5 Napoleon, they have possession. Inside the Wrestler. Gets double team, kicks it back out to Pedroza. Now to Hellberg, and then to Ella Rausch. Inside to Pedroza, layup shot off the iron, no good. Rebound to Rubel.
Another good look on offense, though, by the Cats, and Pedroza getting it in her spot on the left side, though. How about driving the lane and getting another big bucket there? Sarah Oakes.
Oakes coast to coast, and we're tied at 7. Under 3 to play here. Wrestler slowing things down just across half court, yo-yos the ball as Coach Kreinbrink calls out the play.
Well, that's because Carroll switching up their defense, going to sit back in a 2-3, though they're matching up and really attacking the wings, but they got Strock backside. Great cut, and she delivers.
Backdoor cut. And if you get the right screen, even in a 2-3 zone, you can get that look, and they run it perfectly. It's 9-7 Napoleon here, coming up on 2:20 left in the opening quarter. Carroll working it inside. Laris gets it to Licklider, and she's going to be fouled, and will go to the line for 2.
And Wrestler's going to pick up her first personal. Kind of felt like Oakes might have just lost her footing a bit there. Or actually, that was Badenhop who was there on the attack. Licklider, rather. Too many names in front of me right now, but she's the one at the free throw line, and she's going to make good on the first.
Licklider coming into this 45 of 72 from the line this season.
And now Wrestler's going to check out for a bit. Actually, a pair of Wildcats. Pedroza as well is going to get a quick breather, so we'll see how long Coach Kreinbrink elects to go without those 2 studs.
Second shot up, good. We're tied again. Grace Hopkins, Claire Durham now in for the Lady Cats. Chips will take point guard responsibility now. She'll drive it in, open look, layup good. Too easy there, Brian.
And Sophie Chips always has that mentality that she can get to the cup when she is determined, and you saw right there that time the lane opened for her, and she just took full advantage.
Under 2 to play first quarter, 11-9 Napoleon. Sydney Franklin working around inside, tried to get the Robinson, but it's turned over, taken away by Strock.
And maybe defensively, that'll be the spark that she needs to get it going. Did not have a good regional tournament on the offensive end. Been quiet here so far tonight.
Durham from the side. Can't get it to fall. Back comes Carroll. Licklider into the lane, kicks it left side to Laris. Now to the top of the key to Oakes. She'll try to go into the lane, kicks it back out. Now Licklider will go into the lane. Spin move, layup shot off the back of the rim. Rebound to Laris, and she gets it to go.
That was almost like a volleyball player. Smacked it up back to herself and was able to put it home with a nice fall-away jumper.
Under a minute to go here. Quick first quarter. We're tied at 11. Roush, about 5 feet beyond the top of the arc. Gets it left side to Chips. 34 seconds. We'll see if Napoleon will hold for the final shot or they'll take it right now. Looks like they will. Into the lane, layup shot off the front of the iron. Offensive rebound. Second offensive rebound, put back. Got it. Claire Durham.
Right now it's the Cats just wanting a little bit more when they get into that painted area of play, and you saw there 2 more offensive rebounds. They're starting to pile up right now for Napoleon.
Oakes just across half court. They will hold for the final shot. 7 seconds to go. She'll start. Drives into the lane, and she travels with 4 seconds left. So Napoleon will get 1 more shot before the end of the first.
Could be a big possession here for the Cats. 2-point lead, opportunity to add to it, and they check both Pedroza and Wrestler back in.
Over the Chips, just inside the 3-point line at the buzzer. Too strong, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Your score after one in this Division II State Semifinal: Napoleon 13, Carroll 11, you're listening to the state Final Four live and free on the OH Report.
Outlaw Smokehouse in Napoleon, Ohio. Family owned and operated, serving mouth-watering barbecue in all types of quantities. So join us for indoor dining, order online anytime, and even catering for your next party. With a large menu full of options, we've got something to satisfy every palate. Outlaw Smokehouse, proud supporter of Wildcat Hoops.
No paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH Report.
We've played 8 minutes here in state semifinal number 1 on the Division II side. Napoleon leading 13-11 as you take a look at head coach Cecilia Grossland and Carroll. Napoleon led by Pedroza with 5 points. Chips has 4, as for Carroll. Laris with 5, Licklider with 2, Oaks with 2. And just a reminder, we're able to do a little bit of video, but we can't show you the actual game live. We are able to show you some clips, some replays, just 3 minutes total of them, so bear with us. But Brian Skaronski will have a great highlight of this game later today, and I know you do a great job with that, Brian, so we're looking forward to it.
No question, and we'll definitely have a lot of post-game coverage for you guys that we can show you live and free right here on the OH Report, where we will also include a ton of interviews and other sound bites on our video production of today's game as Carroll puts up a 3 and drops a bomb from the corner. It's Oaks.
Oaks got a little bit of a bump as well. No call, but she hits it, and Carroll back out in front 14-13. Napoleon now with its first possession of the second. Chips over the wrestler. She'll toss it to Pedroza. Pedroza, 5 points in that first quarter. Now Grace Hopkins. Carroll back in the man-to-man defense. Napoleon shooting 40% thus far in the game. Wrestler for 3, and she answers. Napoleon gets the lead back. It's 16-14. So we take a look at the 3. Nice release, swish. Napoleon leads.
And I like when she shoots it with confidence. She's a 6-foot tall guard, so she can pretty much see over the top of everybody as Licklider puts up a 3 there, and it's going to come up as an air ball.
So Licklider wanted to answer the answer, but came up short. Napoleon now up 2 with a chance to extend on its lead. Minute and a half gone by here, second quarter in this Division II State Semi. Napoleon, wrestler into the lane, puts it up off the rim. Knocked out of bounds. No, it's not. Saved by Chips, but it goes into the hands of Licklider. She goes in the lane, kicks it right side to Oaks. And she'll be called with the walk. No foul, but a walk.
And that was a big opportunity there for the Patriots getting out and running. They had a 5-on-3, but Oaks, a little bit indecisive what she wanted to do with the basketball, ends up back in the hands of the Lady Cats.
Taylor Strzok gives it off to Pedroza. Back to Strzok, looking for that backdoor cut again. Couldn't, but Pedroza will try an open 3. Swish!
Big bucket right there for Pedroza because she's a streaky shooter. Typically when she sees one go, there might be a couple more to follow.
Napoleon hot from beyond the arc. Shooting 60% thus far, and they lead by 5.
And that was not the case at the regional round, so this is a good sign for the Wildcat Army, seeing their team light it up from downtown.
Oaks pulls it back out. Carroll will reset. 5:23 left in the half. Napoleon back into their man-to-man. Laris almost gave it away. Instead, it's given inside to Oaks, and she gets the layup. So Napoleon tried for the steal, couldn't get it, and it led to an open layup for Carroll. It's back to a three-point game.
I think that was actually a block shot there by Resler on the perimeter that just ended up right place, right time in the hands of Oaks, and she knew what to do with it.
Napoleon working it around the arc again. Pedroza arrives into the lane, got it and one.
Number 22 is sizzling like bacon in a frying pan right now. This girl is seeing it from all over the floor, dropping bombs from long range, and then this time the left-handed drive down the lane made good, plus the contact, one more on the way.
Pedroza already in the double figures with 10. It's 21-16. Napoleon with a chance to cut it, to extend it to 6, and they do. Largest lead for the Lady Cats. 4:43 left in the half. Carroll will look to answer. Licklider tosses it off to Franklin. Franklin to Oaks. Oaks will try to drive, but once again the Wildcats shut down the lane.
Yeah, they're switching everything right now, Travis, and it's making it tough for the Patriots to get into the gaps, though Licklider does here, and she's going to pick up the foul as she got all the way to the cup, but Pedroza doesn't agree with the call.
Yeah, Licklider finally did attempt the drive, got double-teamed, and kind of got bailed out there. Nonetheless, Licklider will go to the line for 2 with Carroll trailing by 6. And as always, let us know where you're listening from today.
Licklider was able to make the pair there, trims the deficit for Carroll down to 4 points.
Napoleon with its possession. Pedroza, top of the key. Little give and go action. Gets it left side to Hellberg. Now to the top of the key to Wrestler. Eyes up the defense. Spin move in the lane, gets it back out to Strzok. The District 7 Player of the Year will try a 3 off the iron, rebound to Oaks.
And she has just not had the touch during their tournament run so far. Others have had to pick up the slack as Licklider launches and blows up the rocket through the net. Big time 3 right there.
A 5-0 run by Licklider has this back to a 1-point game as we go under 3.5 left in the half. Wrestler hands it off to Roush. Now to Strzok. She'll attempt to drive into the lane. Does, puts up a floater off the backboard, deflected out of bounds, and it will go to Carroll. So now Carroll, the Patriots, with a chance to take the lead here with their possession.
An offense right now for Taylor, just it looks a little bit rushed. I know that she wants to get involved and would like to start filling it up and get some points, but it just didn't seem like it was there on that possession, and then the previous one, maybe a bit of an ill-advised three-point attempt.
3 minutes left in the half. Carroll with a chance to take the lead. Oaks at the top of the key. Gives it to Franklin. She'll give it to Licklider, and they'll reset the offense. Licklider looking to drive. She slips. And we'll have a tie-up. Ball will go to Napoleon, so that's a turnover.
And how about Ella Roush diving, giving up the body, getting on the floor to make that happen. She came and covered quite a bit of ground to help get the Wildcats possession back.
Napoleon now with the ball. They've gone over 2 minutes without scoring. Left side to Chips. Chips back out front to Wrestler. Now to Strzok. She'll try another 3. That might have got deflected. And we're going to get a foul underneath on the rebound. Looks like Oaks got into Chips, and Napoleon will retain possession.
And you saw Taylor just second-guessing herself. Didn't pull the trigger initially when she had the open look at 3, kind of double-clutched it. And then I think you're right. That probably got tipped because that was so far off the mark.
Napoleon gets the inbound. Out the chips for 3. Short, airballed it. Rebound deflected around, and it'll go to Carroll. So the scoring drought continues. 0 of their last 4 field goal attempts. Licklider drives the baseline. Looks to kick, but it's turned over. Strock, one-on-one with Franklin. Puts it up, and she's going to go to the line for 2.
This might be what gets her going, Travis. Typically, with quality players like a Taylor Strock, you just have to find that feel for it going through the bottom of the net. A couple of freebies on the way for number 20. We'll see if she can put them in.
That was the 6th turnover of the game for Carroll. And it's going to lead the free throws for the Lady Cats. Strock, the 89% free throw shooter, hits the first.
Almost automatic whenever she gets to the free throw line.
23-21 Napoleon. 2:02 left on a frozen second quarter clock. Got them both, and both teams still at 100% from the free throw line.
Wildcats starting to pick up the defensive pressure, going with a full court man-to-man. Now they'll sink back, meet them at half court.
Franklin hands it off to Oaks. Spin move into the lane. She's going to get fouled, and they're going to call it on the shot, so she will go to the line for 2. Foul will go against Wrestler.
And I believe that's going to be her second foul. It is. So both Wrestler and Reagan Badenhop both with 2 personal fouls.
First free throw by Oaks is missed. So the first miss from the line.
Actually, I'm sorry, it's Pedroza who's the other Lady Cat who's in foul trouble. So that's big for them.
Second free throw up and good. 24-22. Napoleon across half court. Wrestler, top of the key. Left side now to Pedroza. Back to Wrestler. Gets it inside. Strock. And they're going to call a turnover. So it's Strock that turns the ball over. Carroll once again with a chance to tie the game or take the lead with 1:24 left in the first half. Napoleon with a bit of a three-quarter court press. And they get the turnover. But they turn it back over. Left side. Robinson tries an attempt. Can't get it. Rebound Wrestler. So Brian, a couple sloppy turnovers by both sides, and it remains a 2-point game.
Pace, though, picking up a little bit. You see there's some energy going on here. Just maybe a bit of nervous energy, not the execution that either side would like to see.
Strock, top of the key. Right side, the Pedroza for 3. Got it!
And she has been the hot hand all morning long for the Lady Cats, coming through fresh off the bench.
So 30 seconds left here in the half. Carroll looking to answer that as they will hold for the final shot. And everybody here at the UD Arena getting their feet. Great crowd here from Napoleon, and as we know, they love their Cats, and Wildcat Nation showing out once again.
The Army follows them no matter where they go. Plenty of fanfare here for Napoleon this afternoon, even though this is basically a home game for Carroll, who's got the shot up just before the horn, but it's off the back iron, and that will take us into the halftime locker room with Napoleon on top by 5, Trav.
Yeah, despite the drought, Napoleon continues to hold the lead, and that's thanks to the play of Emma Pedroza, 11 points to lead all scorers. We're going to take a break, pay some bills, and be back with some first half stats and analysis. You're listening and watching a little bit. The Division II Girls State Semifinals from the UD Arena in Dayton, live and free on the OH Report.
Outlaw Smokehouse in Napoleon, Ohio. Family owned and operated, serving mouth-watering barbecue in all types of quantities. So join us for indoor dining, order online anytime, and even catering for your next party. With a large menu full of options, we've got something to satisfy every palate. Outlaw Smokehouse, proud supporter of Wildcat Hoops.
Back here at UD Arena, where your score at the half, Napoleon 27, Carroll 22. Travis Berardi, Brian Skoronsky here with this special presentation of the OH Report as we show you the first half stats. 27-22 your score. The Lady Cats 10 of 24. They've gotten 10 more shots off than the Patriots. Wildcats shooting 42%. Patriots, although 7 of 14, an efficient 50%. Lady Cats 4 of 9 from 3, 44%. But once again, efficiency for the Patriots, 3 of 4 from 3. Both teams shooting well from the line. Wildcats 3 of 3, Patriots 5 of 6. Rebounds close, 11-10. However, turnovers, the big stat, 6-2 the Patriots turned over 6 times, and that's pretty much what's led to this Napoleon lead.
Wildcats are really taking care of the basketball. I think that this pace favors them to get a victory here this morning or afternoon, wherever we're at in the day at this point. And then while the turnovers have been big, also the offensive rebounding. Wildcats, I believe about half of their boards are coming at the offensive end. They've been able to put away a couple of those as well, so the second chance points have been available so far for Napoleon, while they've kind of limited the second chance opportunities for the Patriots so far this afternoon.
Individual scoring thus far, Emma Pedroza really has carried her team in this first half, Brian. 11 points on 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. But Sarah Oakes on the other side, 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 for 3, 8 points. And then they're getting a little bit of balance with Licklider as well, 7 points, and then 5 points from Laris. So that balance from Carroll is really what's keeping them in it, despite Pedroza going off and then getting scoring from 5 other scorers.
And they're a balanced team offensively, typically anyway. That's kind of their standard. Oakes, I mean, that's the young lady that kind of stirs the drink, if you will. She's about 15 points per contest. But after that, there's 11 points, 9 points, 5 points, 4 points, 3 points, 3 points. So they got a lot of kids that can contribute for them at the offensive end. And then on the other side, and we talked about this at the regional round, we've touched on it a bit here tonight, Taylor Strock just 1 for 6 from the floor so far, 0 for 2 from long range. If they can get her the District 7 Player of the Year, playing at the caliber that she played with all regular season and up through the round of districts, I mean, what a difference she's going to make for this Wildcat team. But you got to give a lot of credit to some of the secondary pieces. Certainly Pedroza so far in this one. Chips has stepped up at times. They have had the complementary pieces and parts step up when they've needed to most. And Strock, she's had a tough run through the regionals and so far through one half of play, but if they can get something from her, boy, what a spark that could really ignite the Wildcats, push them into the state title game.
That could push them out to an even bigger lead. Despite her only scoring 4 points, they still have that 5-point lead just because of the balance and what they have there. This afternoon's state semifinal high school girls basketball broadcast is brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors, the Lumberyard Winery and Supply in Napoleon. Stop in at their location on the scenic Maumee River or shop their supplies at thelumberyardwinery.com. Outlaw Smokehouse. Order online now at outlawsmokehouseoh.com. And a special shout out to Brian and Kelly Dotson for sponsoring today. Finally, ourrifle.com, a reverse raffle app with endless possibilities. Find them on Facebook and Twitter. And Brian, I'm sorry I didn't do the Outlaw Smokehouse ad there in the Texas accent like you did during the commercial, which I applaud you for doing,
well, sometimes
sir.
You just got to get your Lone Star on, Travis, when you're enjoying them big porter steaks like they have out there at the Smokehouse.
And this isn't an OH Report broadcast without shouting out our fans in the fan zone. We're unable to access our fan zone for the bottom line, but we can still give you a shout out. Kim Helberg, good luck Cats. Sue Prague, sorry if I got the spelling wrong on that, the pronunciation of the last name. Roger and I are watching from Florida. Chris Phillips, good luck Cats. Michelle Kyle, let's go Cats. Noah Feltner, let's go Cats. Flashes country supporting once again. Those Willard fans, big Napoleon fans here as of late.
Well, this is a Napoleon team that knocked them out in the regional championship last year, so I think it's just mutual respect from one heck of a program to another, and they see what the Cats are doing now on the big stage, so just trying to cheer them on, see if they can't get to that championship tomorrow.
Chad Rohrbaugh, let's go Cats. Kathy Dodge watching from Shelby, good luck Cats. Olivia Brown, glad you are watching. Char Weber, go Cats.
And how cool is it that a community that's so far away from where we're based in north central Ohio in Mansfield has really taken a loving to the OH Report, and we love the Wildcat Army right back. So glad that we've been able to follow your journey from the regional up to this point and hoping that you get a chance at one more tomorrow afternoon.
Well, how about this? Some folks are able to watch this game on Spectrum. Michelle Kyle, it's on Spectrum 314, but we have the volume down listening to the OH report.
Hey.
Great job, guys. We love you guys up in Wildcat Country, and we are glad we are able to bring this to you. I told you yesterday, I was kind of nervous for this call because this is one of the biggest calls that you and I have done in our career, a state semifinal in basketball.
Doesn't get much bigger than this. We did have the blessed opportunity to be able to call a state championship girls soccer match where one of our local teams actually took home the chip, so maybe tomorrow that'll be the case as the Wildcats turn over Carroll on their opening possession here in the second.
Unforced error. Charlotte Rubel was on the line when she received the pass, and Napoleon will get its first possession up 5 to start the third. Strzok over to Pedroza, top of the key. Now left side to Wrestler. Back out to Strzok. Little weave action between Strzok, Pedroza, and Wrestler. Wrestler now right elbow. Gives it back to Strzok. Now back inside the Wrestler. Kicks out. 3 in the air for Pedroza off the front iron. Rebound to Carroll.
Holding them to one and done here to start. Good sign for the Patriots after they struggled a bit to keep the pesky Wildcats off the glass in that first half.
Licklider yo-yoing the ball about 5 feet across the midcourt line. Now she'll work her way. Passes it to Oaks. And then it comes back out to Licklider. They will reset. 6:56 left here, third quarter. Napoleon leads 27-22. Winner will play tomorrow at 5:45 for the Division II State Championship. Oaks starts her drive behind the back, pulls up, Euro step, layup, good. What a move by Oaks.
You're going to have to show the replay of that one, Travis. She just broke down the defense with the bounce and was able to come through. Tough shot.
27-24, other end, Wrestler in and out with the three-point attempt. It's knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Carroll. So now they'll have a chance to cut the deficit closer or tie things up. Tough break there for Wrestler. It looked like that was halfway down before it bounced back out.
Yeah, she had some nice shooter's touch on that one. Somehow just would not fall. And now the Cats getting into a 2-3 matchup zone look, picking up at half court. And the Patriots trying to figure out what to do against this.
Right side to Oaks. Gets it to a moving Rubel. At the top of the key, picks up her dribble. She'll have to give it away. She does. Carroll working it around the top of the perimeter. Trying to get inside for a shot. Oaks fakes the pass inside. Gets it back out to Licklider. Licklider now will drive in, kicks it to Oaks. Oaks, now she'll drive towards the paint, kicks it again to Rubel, puts it up. No good. Offensive rebound. Works its way back out to Laris. She drives in, puts one up. No good. Rebound Napoleon, so they escape that. Ahead to Chips. Chips at the elbow, kicks it back out to Wrestler. Wrestler along the baseline. Try to get it back out to Chips. It's stolen for a moment, but out of bounds. It'll stay with Napoleon with 5:25 left in the third.
That was Oaks that was able to get into the passing lane and disrupt that one. Gambled there, and it paid off.
Long pass across court to Strzok. She gets it. Tries to drive in. No charge call there. Back out top the key to Chips. Chips will try to drive in. Floats one up. In and out. Once again, rebound to Kira Robinson.
Robinson's doing a nice job of owning the lane so far here early in this third quarter.
Get it ahead to Licklider. She tripped a bit, but was able to get to Oaks. Oaks kicks it left side to Laris. Laris trapped, gets it to Oaks, fakes the three, drives it into the lane, but she walked.
You got to give it up to that pressure Wildcat defense, and in particularly on the help side. There's so many sagging defenders that when you try to drive the lane like the Patriots did there on a couple of occasions, you're met by 2 or 3 other defenders. It just makes it really tough to try to get the look that you're trying to find.
4th turnover by Oaks, 8th total by Carroll. Wrestler casually dribbling at the top of the key, works it into Strzok, and she's going to get bumped by Laris. That'll be a foul.
And that's just a nice, good diagonal pass on the money there to Strzok, going against the zone look there. I think Carroll had slipped back into a 1-3-1 look, and Strzok able to find the soft spot behind the D.
Laris called for her first foul, first team foul. Inside to Strock, short on the attempt. Tie up underneath. Possession will stay with Napoleon. So bit of a break there. Strock still unable to get going. Kind of lost it as she went up. Short on the shot, but the tie-up keeps the ball with Napoleon, Brian.
What I love there was the sportsmanship. There was a tie-up between Hellberg and then on the other side, Laris, and then they both got up, gave each other like a little hug as a three-pointer comes up short for Resler.
Carroll, once again, down 3 with possession. Licklider gets it to Laris, now to Oaks. She'll pull it back out. Eye up the defense looking for a cutting Licklider. Doesn't give it to her, though. Licklider will come get it and then give it back to Oaks. Rubel now with it. Left side again to Licklider. And then Chip steps in the passing lane. She has an open lane to the hole. Puts it up. Too strong. Rebound. Fought for and taken out by Laris. What an effort by Licklider to get back and just pull off Chips enough to force the miss.
That's right, yeah, just that little bit of pressure forced Sophie to kind of hang in midair for a little bit longer than she wanted to. She shot it with the right hand on the left side and just could not put it through.
Euro step by Oaks, tried to kick it back out for 3, but once again, Chips was in the passing lane. Ahead to Strock, up and a bit of an under layup, gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Defense is the name of the game right now for Sophie Chips. Back-to-back steals for her. Reading the eyes of the offensive player with the basketball on back-to-back possessions, and could lead to some points right here with Strock on the line.
First attempt by Strock, got it. Scoring drought of 3:15 has been ended. 3 turnovers by Carroll in that last 3:15, 2 of them coming by Chips. Chips right now 4 points, 3 offensive rebounds, 2 steals.
She's doing a little bit of everything. I mean, the sophomore's dynamite, and we've seen her contribute in different ways as Strock goes 2 for 2 from the line at the regional round, drops some major bombs from long range. Right now here in this stretch, getting it done at the defensive end.
Only the 4th point scored here in the third quarter, 2 by each side, and we're coming up on 3 minutes left, so the defense has really picked things up in this third quarter.
And both defenses are playing differently. We're seeing some different scattered zone looks, so they're switching it up, making it challenging to identify what defense they're actually in.
Laris from the baseline, can't get it to go, air ball. Rebound to Napoleon. Strock across half court, left side to Wrestler, just inside the three-point line, pulls up off the front iron. Long rebound to Licklider. She's out ahead. Her and Strock. Licklider to the lane. Off the rim, no good. And back comes Napoleon.
Breakneck pace right now, just neither side able to put it through the bottom at this point. We'll see if Napoleon can have some better luck here as Wrestler gives it to Strock up top.
Now over to Hellberg. Hellberg looking inside to Wrestler, but turns it over. Third turnover by Napoleon today. Oaks into the lane, puts one up, got it in one.
And got the crowd up on their feet. I got a good shot here of a couple of students. It made them fly up out of their chairs. Exciting stuff right there for Carroll, and that was a good-looking drive. That was all Oaks, coast to coast, capping it off, and now a timeout taken by the Patriots.
So 29-26, and as you saw on the replay, Oaks went in to Strock to draw the foul and then faded away from her to get that distance, got it off the glass, and she'll have a chance to cut this to a 2-point game with 2:11 left. Let's go back into the Facebook feed, get some more shout-outs. Also, we'll go to YouTube first. Paula Walker, go girls, cheering. Cheerleader. David Spangler, Davey One is watching, Brian.
Oh, what's up? Hey, Davey One, one of my favorite websites ever created. You guys are geniuses. Love the work that you put in. And I don't know how they're up to date so quickly. I'll check like 2 minutes after the games are over, and somehow, some way, they've got all the updates. So big shout out to one half of Davey One watching.
You don't understand how important you are to us media in North Central Ohio just because you give us so much to work with, and we really appreciate what you do. Craig Yance, go Dayton Carrol. Spangler also hoping for a Wildcat win, so We got a Napoleon fan in him. Bill Gores, Go Lady Cats from Archbold. Sephora Cheney, Go Lady Cats, cheering you on from Palm City, Florida. Napoleon graduate. Hope the weather's nice down there.
Love how big of a percentage of Florida is watching our broadcast on basically a day-to-day basis. I guesstimated between 5 and 6% of our total viewers come from the great state of Florida.
So you're saying maybe we need to take our vacation down there for like a fan tour.
And I guarantee that we'll meet some people that are watching our live and free broadcast, so that I like it. We should schedule that, Travis.
And one complete. It's 29-27. We'll get back to your fan comments when we can. Napoleon now looking to extend on its 2-point lead. It's been around 2 to 5 points here the past quarter and a half.
Nobody's been able to create any type of separation.
Strzok kicks it back out to Roush for 3. Got it!
Big bucket right there, hand in her face, and she calmly lifted and came through.
Roush started 0 for 2 from the field, hits the big 3 here. On the other end, Licklider with the floater answers. Back to a 3-point game. So every time Napoleon looks like they're starting to get things going, Carroll with the answer. Strzok on the other end, she takes it to the hole, and she gets fouled, and we'll go back to the line where she's done her scoring this afternoon. She's 4 of 4 from the free throw line, only 1 of 7 from the field.
If this is where Strzok's got to get her money, I mean, keep stacking that change, baby. She's back at the charity stripe, looking to add to it. And she will send the first one down.
The 89% free throw shooter. If you want a person to go to the line, it's pretty much her. Although Wrestler just behind her at 82%. This team, a 76.5% free throw shooting team. So, you know, this is where they've gotten here. Second shot, no good, but Wrestler with the offensive rebound gets 2 offensive rebounds. The third time she's bumped and can't get it. Golden opportunity for the putback, but just couldn't get it. And on the other end, Licklider goes coast to coast.
Yeah, she took advantage of Wrestler being out of the play. She was down on the ground, and I think the officials may have missed a foul on that last possession where she pulled down the 3 offensive boards. Instead, Dayton Carrol capitalizing, racing back the other way. Big bucket by Licklider.
Strzok, left side, gets it back out to Roush. Roush looking inside, kicks it left side to Chips. Nice pass inside. Layup by Pedroza, no good. And then it goes off the hands of Roush. So with under a minute left, Carroll with a chance to tie or take the lead. Tough possession there for Napoleon. Looked like they had the look, just couldn't get the fall.
And speaking of looks, I mean, Coach Kreinbrink, he's got a look of disgust on his face right now. Not sure specifically what's bothering him, but definitely look displeased with whatever it is that's on his mind.
Napoleon knocks it out of bounds as Carroll went across the timeline, so Carroll will inbound as Wrestler will go out for the moment. Oaks across the timeline, 30 seconds left in the third. 33-31 Napoleon in this Division II State Semifinal.
But this 2-3 matchup look that the Wildcats have been giving them, it's like the Da Vinci Code so far that they can't crack. I mean, the Patriots have had their success when they've been able to get out and play fast in transition. We'll see how they attack here, short on time, down to 6 seconds.
5 seconds now. Oaks tries the drive. She's guarded closely by Chips. Gets it inside. Delaris puts it up. Can't get it to go at the buzzer, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Your score after 3 in this OHSAA Division II Girls State Semifinal, Napoleon 33, Carroll 31. We'll be back live and free on the OH Report.
Outlaw Smokehouse in Napoleon, Ohio. Family owned and operated, serving mouth-watering barbecue in all types of quantities. So join us for indoor dining, order online anytime, and even catering for your next party. With a large menu full of options, we've got something to satisfy every palate. Outlaw Smokehouse, proud supporter of Wildcat Hoops.
No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH Report.
In the words of Brian Skoronsky, it's money time here in Dayton.
Everyone's favorite part of the contest.
33-31, Napoleon. As we begin the fourth quarter, Carroll with possession. 8 minutes to determine who will play for a state championship tomorrow afternoon. Licklider inside the arc, step back for two, can't get it, offensive rebound by Oaks. Kicks out for three, the tie, and we are tied. Megan Laris, correction, Carroll gets the lead with the three.
And she shot that baby with confidence, knew she was going to put it up all the way, and that's what you love to see from one of your top playmakers. Just let it fly, and good things will happen as Strzok drives the lane and continues to be cold from the floor. Back iron, and then it's out of bounds.
And if I'm correct, I believe that's the first lead since at least the first quarter for Carroll.
Wildcats have been out in front for, if not the entire afternoon, the bulk majority, like you said, Travis. So we'll see how they do with the lead and a chance to add to it here.
Their first lead since the 6:25 mark of the first quarter. Ball knocked out of bounds by Napoleon. It'll stay with Carroll. Just about even at the free throw line. Carroll going from left to right in their away whites. Napoleon in their home blues going right to left on your TV or computer screen. Licklider moves it around to Sydney Franklin. Now to Oaks. Gets it inside the Robinson, kicks it right back out to Oaks. Weave and handoff. Robinson gets somebody to fall. Misses the shot, but gets it right to Laris for two. And Carroll with its largest lead of the game, 3 points, 36-33.
Yeah, actually, I think that was a pass right on target from Robinson as Pedroza lets it fly. Deep rebound, collected though by the Cats. Chips chased it down.
Wrestler into the lane, kicks it back out once again to Pedroza. 6:25 left. Coach Crimebrink calling for the reset. Pedroza, top of the key to Strzok. Strzok will try to drive. Got the foul, and she'll go to the line for two.
And it looked to me like she might have got away with one right there. Taylor kind of lowering her shoulder a bit, bullied her way into the lane. But she's going to go to the free throw line where she's been pretty darn good tonight, 5 of 6.
First free throw, once again good. 36-34. Strzok now 6 of 7 from the line. Second attempt up, got it. Back to a 1-point game, 36-35 Carroll, 6:14 left. Napoleon with the full court look, but they're gonna get burned. Oaks lost the handle, puts it up, couldn't get it to fall. So back comes Napoleon with a chance to take the lead. Strzok, top of the key, kicks it back out. Natalie Ryan puts it up and got it. Timeout, Napoleon. Take a look at the replay. Nice ball fake, got the runner to fall off the glass, and Napoleon gets the lead back with 5:56 left in regulation.
Good looking bucket there by Callie Hellberg, and a much needed bucket too, as Napoleon goes back on top where I think they're more comfortable. Obviously this isn't the team that's had to come back in very many games so far this season, so the Cats with a 1-point edge, but Carroll has been with them stride for stride all morning and afternoon long. Expect they're not going to be going away anytime soon.
And it's still efficiency by Carroll. They're 6 of 12 from the field here in the second half after starting 7 of 14. They don't get a lot of shots, and as we saw in their stats, they don't score a lot, but they are efficient when they do put the ball up. You take a look at the Carroll bench, trying to get their crowd up, but I'd say this is about a 70-30 Napoleon crowd. Just looking around the UD Arena, there are a lot of fans here, and I am just so happy that these kids are able to have at least a 25% filled capacity here at UD Arena, which is about, I think we said 3,700 people. So a nice crowd today for this semifinal.
And I'd be surprised to know as Strzok comes up with the theft, picks it off, that there weren't more Carroll fans here in the building. Obviously a very short drive for them right here in the city.
As you know, though, Wildcat Nation, they'll go anywhere.
The Army runs deep no matter where their team is playing. It is truly a love affair that has been fun to experience the last couple of tournaments.
It reminds me of a team that we locally cover, the Mansfield Senior Tigers, in their state final football run. Their head coach, Choki Bradley, is Strzok. Finally gets the runner to fall. Her second field goal might be one of the biggest. It's 39-36, Brian. But back to what I was saying, he said, you know what, we'll go to the moon if we have to play and we'll have fans. Pretty much the same mantra for the Wildcats and Napoleon.
No question about it.
Licklider into the lane, stuffed by Wrestler. Wrestler gets the rebound. One-on-one with Sydney Franklin. Pulls up. Off the side iron, though. Rebound to Robinson.
Didn't like that decision by Wrestler. She had other players filling lanes. Actually had a 2-on-1. Elected to pull up for the mid-range J.
6-0 run over the last 128 for Napoleon. Carroll over 2 minutes of a scoring drought. Right side to Oaks. Double teamed and chips with another steal.
That's her third, I believe, Travis. She's done a great job all afternoon of anticipating.
Kaylee Wrestler pulls it back out. Coach Crimebrink calling the play, and they're just going to run some clock. 3-point lead, this is what they do in money time. They'll slow things down, they'll play to their pace, and they'll get good looks, and that's what they've used to be so successful this year and last year.
And Pedrosa, she's had a couple of clean looks straight away at triples, has elected to pull it out, but Wrestler's going to let it fly, and guess what? She's going to come through like she's done all tourney long.
Kaylee Wrestler.
And getting the crowd pumped up. As she's pumped up, she's got everybody in the Army up on their feet as well as the bench. Doesn't get much bigger than that last shot by one, Kaylee Wrestler.
She's 2 of 9 from the field, but those 2 field goals, huge threes for the Lady Cats. They're up 6 with 3:43 left. And you know, this crowd just starting to feel it just a little bit, Brian. That momentum shift that Carroll did have for a little bit of this fourth quarter, completely gone. And now Napoleon's starting to get comfortable again.
I mean, it's hard not to say that this could be a team of destiny, Travis. I mean, undefeated, trying to win their first state championship last year. The rug pulled out from underneath them. They had to fight their way back to get here, and it's truly a great sight here in the arena. Look at every member of the Army up on their feet. I don't know what this, lasso move indicates. Now they're doing some spike moves, but they got their own cheers, man, and they got the entire arena pumped up.
We're showing this part right now. We're allowed to do this in between during timeouts, but you got to hand it. I think Wildcat Nation, one of my favorite fan bases here in the state of Ohio. I know we have Bulldog Nation down at East Knox High School in Howard. You have the Tiger Nation at Mansfield, but Wildcat Nation, pretty good. And real quick, want to give a shout out to Nick Hanna. These announcers are the greatest. Go Lady Cats. Well, you're the greatest for watching live and free on the OH Report. Going to have a foul, believe, on Wrestler across half court, so it'll be a sideline inbounds for Carroll. Both teams with Carroll with 4 fouls, only the second by Napoleon, so.
That's a third personal, though, against Wrestler, but short on time here may not become a factor.
Cats in their 2-3 zone. Licklider, right side the Rubel, back to Licklider. They're going to work it around. Now, Oaks looked like she walked, but she kicked it back out for 3. No good. Rebound was caught by Robinson, but she had a foot out of bounds, and Napoleon will get it back. with 3:07 remaining. The scoring drought now 3 minutes and 40 seconds for Carroll. And over the last 3:07, a 9-0 run by the Lady Cats.
This is where they typically play their best basketball in crunch time, Travis. And like I mentioned and you alluded to as well, if they can play from in front and spread you out, get the four-corner action working where it opens up the driving lanes, I mean, they are incredibly hard to stop because so many girls can take you on the dribble drive.
Strock, double team, gets it over the Hellberg. Now to Pedroza, drives it in, kicks it back out, turns it over. Robinson with it, a 2-on-4, so they'll have to pull it back out. Licklider holding it, gets it right side to Rubel. Rubel deflected, taken by Chips, and we're going to get a jump ball, but the possession will go to Napoleon.
And Sophie Chips laying it all on the line right there. Again, anticipating, got two hands on the basketball, went down to the floor, gave up the body to ensure that she would get the tie up.
And Chips known for her three-point shooting ability, 0 for 2 from the field, but 4 steals. Her defense has been huge. She also has 4 offensive rebounds. Those are the 4 rebounds she has. So the scrappiness of her has really evened out the lack of scoring today for her. And we're going to get a timeout right before a hold-up.
Yeah, there was 2 Carroll players converged on Hellberg, tied her up, but hey, the official said that the Wildcats got the timeout just in time.
This afternoon's state semifinal contest is brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors, the Lumberyard Winery and Supply in Napoleon. Stop in at their location on the scenic Maumee River or shop their supplies at thelumberyardwinery.com. Outlaw Smokehouse. Order online now at outlawsmokehouseoh.com. And a special shout out to Brian Kelly Dotson for sponsoring. And rraffle.com, a reverse raffle app with endless possibilities. Find them on Facebook and Twitter. 2:16 remaining here in this first Division II Girls State Semifinal. Napoleon, currently on a 9-0 run, has the 6-point lead, 42-36. Carroll, 4 turnovers in the last 4:31. They've been in a scoring drought for that time as well. Pedroza gets it to Rustler, goes back to Pedroza. She drives in, and they're going to play a game of keep away. Now to Pedroza, wide open inside, got it to go. They lulled the defense to sleep. Pedroza wide open inside, gets the layup. It's an 8-point game with under 2 to play.
And that's how they kill you, Travis, if they can spread you out and force you to come play them on the perimeter, as Oaks does match back at the other end.
Finally breaks the scoring drought of almost 5 minutes. However, 4 of their last 5 field goals for Napoleon has them in the lead, and we're going to get a foul against Oaks. That'll be her second.
And they've still got one more foul to give before they put the Wildcats at the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
But that was a huge bucket by Oaks to not only break the scoring drought, but put it back to a 2-possession game at 6 points. Wrestler, she's going to get fouled again by Oaks. There's the foul to give gone. And that'll be the third against Oaks. So next foul against Carroll will put the Lady Cats at the line.
And it looks like they've got Strock down low. I'm surprised actually that they're not trying to get it into her hands.
Pedroza across the timeline, gets it inside. Open layup blocked out of bounds by Licklider. Saves the open attempt by Hellberg, but it will stay with Napoleon with 1:25 left.
That's a pretty crucial defensive stop right there. Looked like it was going to be an easy one. The number 11 just came flying in from the weak side.
Now they do inbound it to Strock, now to Wrestler. The 2 best free throw shooters on the team have the ball at the moment. Strock picks up her dribble, looking, and then she's going to get fouled.
No, I think Taylor had it taken away very cleanly on the defense by Laris, and then Taylor fouled her.
So Carroll gets the stop. Down 6, 1:15 left. If they can get a bucket here, that will help them extend this game.
And Coach Crimebrink, man, he is, he can feel the pressure now as it's starting to get down the wire.
Timeout, Carroll. It'll be a full timeout. 1:10 remaining here in this state semifinal. The winner of this one will take on the winner of Vinton County and Shaker Heights. That's a matchup of 25-1 and 20-4. All four teams in this Division II Final Four state ranked. This one between number 2 and number 11. And the other one between two top 10 teams as well. So pretty much played the chalk when you looked at the brackets, Brian, with 4 of the top teams in the state, at least by the AP poll standards, are here.
And, I mean, rarely do you have a team that would have, say, a losing record and or be outside of the top 15 in the
Cinderella
rankings,
run.
make it to the Final Four. So I would say this is pretty standard for what we see in the state semifinals. You got to win a lot of basketball games to get to this point. 6 or 7 wins to get you into the state title game. So typically, it's the best of the best that make it to the Final Four. And here at Dayton, we've got 2 heavyweights going toe-to-toe now in the closing seconds.
Carroll with their possession. Licklider at the elbow. Pulls up. It looked like it was deflected a bit by Wrestler. She gets the rebound, and she's going to be fouled.
And that's what she can do with that length that she possesses at 6 foot. Got some nice Gumby limbs as well attached to that body, so she was able to come out, pressure, and then get a big rebound because that sends her to the other end for a 1-and-1.
An 81.9 free throw shooter. And like I said, her and Strock are the ones that you want at the line for Napoleon. First free throw up, but she misses it. Tipped out, and it's going to go to Carroll. So apologies for the announcer jinx. Misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and it remains a 6-point game with 57 seconds even remaining.
Yeah, really left the window of opportunity open here for Carroll. We'll see if they can take advantage.
Wildcats extending on their 2-3 zone. Oaks to the elbow to Licklider. Back out. Franklin fakes the 3. Just inside the arc. Puts it up. Misses it. Robinson rebound. Puts it up. Blocked. Puts it up again, and she will go to the line.
Just a lot of heart and desire being displayed right there by Robinson. She was in between a mess of 3 Wildcats and fought for it, got an offensive rebound, and then the second chance opportunity puts her on the free throw line.
And that's that hustle that gets you to this point, and she makes the first.
Robinson just 57% on the season from the foul line. We'll see if she can be super clutch here. She will, 2 for 2.
44-40, 43.9 left in regulation. Wrestler gets it over to Pedroza. Almost lost it, but she gets it to Strock. Chips was open underneath the bucket, but smartly they pull it back out the run time. Pedroza with it. They're playing keep away again. Now the Wrestler. Crossover to Strock. Almost lost it, but she grabs it. She'll be fouled, and she'll go to the line. 7 of 8 from the line this afternoon with 25.9. And the foul was good, but Carroll fouled about 20 seconds too late as the Wildcats did a very good job of moving the ball around the arc without getting fouled.
That was just like a high-level version of hot potato. Nobody wanted to hang on to it for more than a half a second. Worked out for the Wildcats, getting their best free throw shooter on the line, and you already know the senior is going to come through.
Strock hits again. She now has 12 points, 8 of 9 from the line. Make that 9 of 10, and we'll get a timeout. Napoleon. And that's what a leader does. She hasn't been that good from the field, but she will go draw the foul, and she'll go to the line where she's a little bit better, and she'll get the points that way. And that's a leader. Her and Pedroza both with 13 points now. It doesn't matter where you get the points, just that you get them, Brian.
And that's what I love about Strock's game is we've touched on a couple of times. She had to score in different ways at the regional level because she also was shooting a low percentage from the field, but she was a difference maker for this team as she has been here tonight. And at the defensive end, which we haven't talked about much because she doesn't have the stats per se, not coming up with the steals and creating breakaways, but at the same time, she's on that help side game. She's doing a good job getting into the passing lanes and just making everything tough for the Patriots, and it has been here in the second half. The Wildcat D, I think, is the story that I will remember from this game most. When they switch to that zone look here in the second half, the Patriots have not had an answer.
Looking at our comments, Noah Feltner, OH Report is awesome. Wish we had this in 91. Where were you in 91, Brian? I think we were both infants, actually, so that's probably why.
I was a full 5 years old, killing it at kindergarten. Always had dreams of being at this stage. Just 30 years later, here we are.
Sydney Lang, thank you for the 150 stars. Appreciate that.
Love it.
22 seconds. Chips deflects it out of bounds, but that runs time. Speaking of stars, Chips again defensively has been stellar this afternoon. Napoleon 20.6 away from the state final. However, a little bit of a door open still for Carroll.
Got to bang a three, though, and they got to do it quickly.
Oaks tries the three. She got it!
Right on cue. Oaks with ice water running through her veins. That was a tough shot from that angle. She didn't care. Buried it.
She took that from behind the college line, about 2 feet. That's an NBA three. She gets it. Timeout, Carroll. One possession game with 10.6. Would you have it any other way, Brian, here in the state semifinal? Two teams fighting for a spot to play for a state championship.
I think that the storyline wouldn't be fitting enough, particularly for both of these teams that got to the Final Four last year and didn't get a chance to play, without a little bit of drama in their diet, as we've got a one-possession game, just 10 ticks, and the free throw line going to be crucial now for Napoleon. We think we'll see how long Carroll elects to gamble and try to get a turnover before they have to foul one of these great snipers from the charity stripe that Napoleon has, and they're all over the floor for them.
And apologies to you in the Cincinnati area. Apparently Spectrum 1 in Cincinnati is not showing this game.
Oh.
So at least we can give you this. And I've been seeing people from all around the state of Ohio watching this live stream. Napoleon barely gets it in. Back to Wrestler. They don't have to take it across the timeline. There was 10 seconds left, Brian. They could have run the whole 10-second count out and maybe had 0.3 left. But they get it to Wrestler. She is fouled. She'll go to the line to possibly ice this if she can hit one.
Yeah, that's a 9th team foul, so it is going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity. Last time Wrestler did miss the front end. She would have to do so here to keep the door open for Carroll.
Carroll does have one timeout remaining as well. Free throw up. In and out! Licklider with it. Across the timeline. 4 seconds left. Gets it over to Laris. Top of the key. Runner at the buzzer. No good! Napoleon wins! Napoleon will play for a Division II State Championship tomorrow afternoon. Your final score, Napoleon 46, Carroll 43. What a finish, Brian.
That was exciting stuff. Man, I'm sure that Coach Crimebrink's heart stopped on a couple of different occasions here tonight, but they get the dub just like they were on a mission to do. One step away from the ultimate dream and goal, as a Wildcat army is out here in full force this afternoon. Look at them up here in the top corner, just having a great time in Dayton.
And you know what, Sarah Oaks, good for her. You know, they do the socially distant wave, but Oaks actually comes over to the Napoleon bench and shakes the hand of Coach and says, good game. Love the sportsmanship by them in Carroll. We're going to take a break as you see Wildcat Nation going crazy. You know they're going to be back here tomorrow. But for now, we're going to take a break. Bear with us. We're going to give you final stats and some talk. But Napoleon, they're going to have to go do their press conference first, and then hopefully we'll be able to get Coach and a couple players out here afterwards to talk with us. So bear with us. We'll be back at least with stats and some analysis right here, live and free on the OH Report.
Outlaw Smokehouse in Napoleon, Ohio. Family owned and operated, serving mouth-watering barbecue in all types of quantities. So join us for indoor dining, order online anytime, and even catering for your next party. With a large menu full of options, we've got something to satisfy every palate. Outlaw Smokehouse, proud supporter of Wildcat Hoops.
It's a final here in the Division II Girls State Semifinal. Napoleon holds off Carroll 46-43. Travis Berardi back here. Brian Skoronski in the press conference right now. We're going to hope to get Coach and a couple of our players for the player of the game here in a little bit. But first, let's take a look at the final stats. 46-43, your final. Wildcats finish 42% from the field. And that's where they were. Actually, correction, that was the halftime stats. My apologies. There's the full-time stats. 15 of 43, 35%. They were 10 of 24 from the first half, so only 5 made field goals in the second half, but it was good enough because they went to the line. 10 of 13 from the line, 77%, 6 of 15 from 3, and you had those 2 big threes by Wrestler. 22 rebounds. Patriots out-rebound the Wildcats 26-22. They shoot 47% from the field. They were at 50% to start. They were at 50% midway through, but the scoring drought midway through the fourth quarter allowed the 9-0 run by Napoleon, put them up 6. Carroll answered with a 3 to cut it to 3, but couldn't get that buzzer-beating shot to go. They were 5 of 8, however, from 3, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. 14 turnovers that really hurt them, especially late. They turned the ball over multiple times. There was a point in that fourth quarter where they turned the ball over 4 straight times, and they turned it over 5 times in about a 5-minute span, and that really hurt them. Napoleon really disciplined with the ball, only 5 turnovers for the game. Individual scoring. $13 points each for Strzok and Pedroza. 6 points for Wrestler, 5 for Hellberg, and 4 for Chips. As for Carroll, 18 points for Oaks, 11 for Licklider. Laris finished with 10, Rubel with 2, Robinson with 2. What a game, though, by Chips. Didn't score much, only 4 points, but she had 4 steals. Back-to-back steals there in the second half, and she got another steal late. 4 offensive rebounds as well. Doesn't care about her height. She'll go in there, she'll battle, and she gets the big offensive rebound when she needs it. Strzok, she finishes with a line of 13 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. She turned the ball over 3 times. Pedroza finishes 13 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. As for Carroll, Oaks, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, but 7 turnovers. Licklider, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. So that'll do it for this one. So we're still awaiting the players of the game. The winners, Napoleon, will come back here 5:15 tomorrow for a chance at their first ever state championship. They'll take on Vinton County or Shaker Heights. That game starting at around 2 o'clock, so about an hour and a half from now, for the Division II championship. Also today, Division I action will be going on later this evening. Akron-Hoban will take on Newark at 5 o'clock. And then the nightcap, Cincinnati Mount Notre Dame will take on Toledo Notre Dame Academy. Irish versus Irish in that one. That state championship game will be tomorrow night at 8:30. Scores from yesterday's state semifinal action. First in Division III, Ottawa-Glandorf holds off Apple Creek-Waynedale 46-36. They will take on Berlin-Highland, the perennial power. They defeated Cincinnati Marion 47-40. So Ottawa-Glandorf and Highland will tip off at 2 o'clock for the Division III state championship. And finally in Division IV, Convoy Crestview fell to Fort Loramie 66-24. yesterday in the opening game. And McDonald knocked off Waterford 57-29. That game, 10:45 tomorrow morning, will kick off the action here at the UD Arena, McDonald and Fort Loramie for the Division IV State Championship game. Also, boys action, remember, regional championships still being played tonight and tomorrow. And then they will take the court here at the UD Arena. Normal home for the first four for the NCAA, and also the first and second rounds of the NCAA tournament have been played here at Dayton. But because of COVID, they moved everything to Indianapolis for the NCAA tournament and opened up the UD Arena for the high school kids. And this is quite the place, as we talked about during the game. A great atmosphere, a great facility here at the UD Arena as the workers are here getting everything set for our second game in Division II. For all of you still hanging around, thank you. We will have our players of the game once their press conference is over. And I'll just tell you who they are, since you've been so kind to wait. Our trio of players of the game: Sophie Chips, just for her scrappy play today. She's one of our players of the game. Taylor Strock as well, 13 points, but the big 9 of 10 from the charity stripe. And then Emma Pedroza, 2 big threes in this game. Her and Wrestler, a couple daggers in the fourth quarter. She was 5 of 10 from the field. So those are our 3 players of the game. Brian Skoronsky will be back here when they're done with their press conference. We'll talk to them as well as Coach Corey Kreinbrink. My apologies. Take a look at the Facebook comments. Where we left off. Congratulations, Napoleon. Monica Rupert. Hunter Sue Feltner finished strong, Lady Cats, and they did. Jody Neese, thanks. Great job. Well, thank you for watching and listening today. Freddie Zamora. Colleges better be hitting Napoleon's coach up for a head coaching job. Yeah, he's one heck of a coach. Unfinished business. They have a chance to finish that tomorrow. Mike Reich. Woohoo, Lady Cats. Congratulations on your state championship run. Keep it going strong. Love you all. Just got word from Skoronsky. Pedroza and Strock will be our players of the game. No Chips. She was not. I don't believe she was in the interview room. We'll still try to get her. I see her down courtside. So we'll see. We'll try to get as many Napoleon players as possible. Brian Skoronsky is back, so we will be getting our players of the game here shortly. Back to the comments, though, because we love you guys as much as we hope you guys love us. Ann Williams smoked. Great job, Lady Cats. Outlaw Smokehouse loves it.
Hey.
Well, we love your sponsorship here.
And we hope that we can come up there and try some of that delicious barbecue on the video that I got to put together. And I'll even talk in the Texas accent and maybe it'll even taste that much better.
I don't know about that, but yeah, sure. You know, once basketball's over, we get a little bit of a break between then and baseball and softball season. So maybe we'll take a trip around Ohio to our great sponsors and, show you our appreciation. We'll come in and try your stuff out, and I bet it's just as great as everybody has said. So looking forward to that. Amy Hybard, great job, girls. Amberly Berry, way to go, ladies. Heather Klinger, way to go, Lady Cats. Noah Feltner, once again, thank you for watching, man. Congrats, Cats. Finished strong. Chris Phillips, great game, girls. Tara Thomas, so exciting. That was a heck of a finish, wasn't it? Caitlin Hill with the love emojis. Monica Carnahan, congrats, Lady Cats. Rachel Strang, woohoo, way to go, girls. Christina heading. A lot of clapping emojis with the cat. Benny Franz, congratulations, Lady Cats. Renee Olivo, awesome game. Congratulations to my cousin and his Lady Cats. Kathy Dodge, great call, Brian and Travis, all the way. Lady Cats, appreciate you listening from Shelby, Kathy. Christina Hammond, congrats, Lady Cats. Finish strong. They'll get the chance to tomorrow. Johnny Babb, way to go, Lady Cats. Holly June with the heart emoji. Wendy Tracy, what a finish. Char Weber, still holding my breath. Way to go, Lady Cats and Wildcat Nation. You can exhale at least for the next 24 hours. Benny Franz, go Johnny Babb. Mason Malia, congrats, Lady Cats from fellow high school student. Bree Damman, way to go, Lady Cats. Cynthia Kroninger, congrats to our Lady Cats. What a game. Thank you, OH Reports. Great game call. Appreciate the love. Steve Stump, congrats to the Wildcats. As here comes Brian with our players of the game. Taylor Strzok and Emma Pedroza. We'll get them lined up right here real quick and get back at it. Thank you, everybody, for staying with us. You get rewarded with our players of the game. Brian gets them
I'm going to have
ready.
you hold this for just one moment.
Okay.
I'm going to get the camera turned
Should I go down? Should she come next to me?
Getting them lined up right now, but they're done with their press conference and getting ready. Congratulations, girls.
Thank you.
I thought you guys wanted to be on TV. That's why I pointed. All right. We're about ready to go. The team is running by. It looked like they were trying to get lined up behind us, but no, they're just running to see their families. So we're all ready. You can. All right. Now time for our players of the game. Brian, take it away.
Girls, obviously awesome performance here this afternoon, this morning. Let's start with that. Was it challenging for you to play in a game this early in the day?
I mean, a lot of our practices, like Saturday practices, Christmas break practices, are set early in the morning. I think a lot of us were already excited and had the motivation within us to, get up, and we got excited, we got ready to go, and I'm really proud of our teammates for getting ready to go early today.
And you had it going early on. Tell me about what spark and lift you think that brought to your team, knocking down those big threes.
Yeah, I haven't always came out strong. I've been kind of struggling over this tournament, but you know when you're needed, and my teammates did a good job of looking for me out on the three-point line. And before the game, they all looked at me and said, actually, my one friend came up to me and said, each and every one of us and each and every one of us at Napoleon have confidence in you to make these shots, so don't be scared to shoot them. So that kind of let me go, and knowing that God's always here and He knows the outcome of everything always helps.
And Taylor, you too, you kind of struggle from the floor, but you're always so clutch from the free throw line. Tell me about just keeping your cool, even though it wasn't your best game, and stepping up to the foul line and making them when it mattered most.
Yeah, I think I definitely got lucky on a lot of calls. Throughout the season, I don't always get those calls, and so it was nice to get consistent scoring at the free throw line. And as far as keeping my cool, it's just trusting it. I have my confidence in God. I don't have it in myself, and so you can really do anything when you have that mindset.
And it's one thing to dream big and say, hey, we're going to work hard and we're going to get back to this point. The fact that you girls did it, I know you're going to have chances to reflect back. You got another big game coming up tomorrow. But how satisfying is it in this moment knowing that you're right there on the doorstep?
You always dream of it as a kid. I mean, me and my sister and my dad came to like all the OHSCA state tournaments growing up, and now that we're here in this moment, you don't want to let any of it take for granted, because you want to take it all in and soak it all in, because this is an opportunity not many people get to get, and it's built off of hard work. And I'm so happy that me and my teammates all grew up with the same determination and hard work to get here, and I'm so happy to be here with them in this community.
You just said in the post-game presser that it felt exactly like how you thought it would. If you can just expand on that, and what did it feel like in that moment, celebrating with your teammates out there at midcourt?
Growing up, my aunt went to state, my uncle won state when he was in high school, and I grew up going to the state tournament, and so I grew up just hearing about, how much your hard work pays off. And a lot of players spend their whole lives, working for this moment, but they don't always get there because it takes a lot. And it was so emotional when the buzzer went off, more than any other game, just because it just takes so much, and it even takes a little bit of luck. And I'm just really thankful that it's God's plan for us to be in this game.
And it took an army for you guys to get here. They were in the building today. Do you guys want to give any shout outs to anybody who maybe couldn't make it, but it seemed like pretty much half of Napoleon was here in the building in Dayton?
My grandparents actually couldn't make it, but I want to thank them for watching, and all of Napoleon. I know they had some house parties over there to watch us, so thank you so much for coming or for watching. It means the world to us, and we're all in Napoleon, so.
Yeah, and we just love you guys, and we appreciate you so much.
Yes, wouldn't be here without you guys. Love you.
All right, our co-players of the game, Emma Pedroza and then Taylor Shaw, congratulations. Congratulations. So cool that you got here, and good luck tomorrow. We'll be back.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, we'll throw it up to you, Travis.
Our rraffle.com players of the game. Congratulations, girls. Go get them tomorrow. And just to wrap things up, Brian, what a game. This Napoleon team, like we keep saying every year, unfinished business. And they're continuing the roll, and they have one more step to finish that business tomorrow.
Yeah, like I was just asking the girls, it's one thing to say, hey, we were right on the doorstep, bad fortune, whatever. You can stew in that, you can be upset about it, or you can work hard, like this group clearly has. This isn't the same team that we saw last year win the regional championship in Mansfield and get to the state tournament before they weren't allowed to play in the state Final Four. A lot of different faces. Taylor Shock, I believe, is the program's all-time leading scorer. She's a stud. She was a big part of it. But some of these other girls, like a Sophie Chips, this is the real first taste of varsity basketball, and the commitment that they have showed, the dedication, and kind of just specifically, I think the love and belief that they all have in one another, it's carried them a long way, along with that Wildcat Army. They were in full force here this afternoon. It was really cool to see them and kind of the life that they bring, because last year at the Mansfield Regional, we saw it. They had sellout crowds for the first time in that gym in a long time. So pretty cool to see that they're going to have the opportunity to get to the state championship.
Yeah, and as you see, the seats were empty right now, but they were filled with Napoleon fans back there.
All these.
So, Brian, to wrap things up, anything else you want to say about this game, or to our fans still gratefully watching? We still have a lot of people watching.
I just want to give a shout out to all the sponsors that generously donated to make this happen, and to basically the Wildcat Army just in general. We've adopted this team after we saw what a great tight-knit group that they had, and it's been really fun covering you throughout the regionals down here in Dayton, and we will be back tomorrow. We'll have another audio stream for you guys, so thanks for watching. We got live streams tomorrow too for the boys ranks that you can watch. Johnstown Monroe versus Ottawa Glandorf. It just never stops here on the OH Report.
That'll do it for now. Your final score one more time. Napoleon pulls off the 46-43 victory over Carroll. They will play for a Division II State Championship tomorrow night. One more time, thanks to our sponsors. Lumberyard Winery and Supply in Napoleon. Stop in at their location on the scenic Maumee River, or shop their supplies at thelumberyardwinery.com. Outlaw Smokehouse. Order online now at outlawsmokehouseoh.com. And a special shout out to Brian and Kelly Dotson for sponsoring, and our player of the game sponsor, rraffle.com, a reverse raffle app with endless possibilities. Find them on Facebook and Twitter. For Brian Skoronski, I am Travis Berardi saying so long from the UD Arena. We'll be back here tomorrow. Can Napoleon win the state championship, their first ever? We will find out right here, live and free on the OH Report. But for now,